Good morning, children. Today we will be dealing with chapter 15, probability. The different definitions or the different concepts used in probability you can understand from here. Probability is a branch of mathematics which deals with about finding out how real events or theoretical events are to happen. The idea can be understood from the chances of various games as tossing of coin, throw of die, etc. What is the meaning of an experiment? Any process that will give you a result is called an experiment. That is a tossing of a coin, or if you just roll a dice on the floor, all these will give a result. The process of doing it is called an experiment. What is the meaning of outcome? Any particular result of an experiment is called an outcome. Suppose you are tossing a coin. If the head or tail shows up, that is one of the outcome. Similarly, when you are playing with a dice, if the number 3 turns up, it shows that it is one of the outcomes of the 6 possible outcomes possible there. What is the meaning of sample space? It is a set of all possible outcomes in an experiment. Let's take a few examples to understand these terms. Imagine you are tossing a coin. You are tossing a coin. That we call it as an experiment. That experiment will give you a result. What are the results? The outcomes are, what are the outcomes? The possible outcomes. That means there are 2 possible outcomes here. Either a head or a tail will turn up. So now when you list all the possible outcomes in an experiment, that will become the sample space. So what is the sample space of tossing of one coin is either head or tail. These are the 2 possible outcomes. Similarly, suppose you are tossing 2 coins at the same time. So what are the possible outcomes? The first one is either a head and tail. The second one, it can be both heads. One is a head, one is it can be both tail, or the first coin shows tail and the second coin shows head. So these are the possible outcomes when you toss 2 coins. So what is the sample space? The sample space is the same as the first is it can be head, tail. Second one, both the coins shows head. The third outcome, both the coins show tail. And just opposite, that is the first coin shows tail and the second coin shows head. So when you list all these outcomes as in a separate, when the set of all possible outcomes, when you list it together, that will give you a sample space. Let's see what are the possible outcomes when you toss 3 coins at the same time. When you toss 3 coins simultaneously and take the result, we get the sample space. The sample space will be, the first one can be HTH, second one HHH, the third result can be HHT, and the fourth one can be HTT. Similarly, the fifth one can be TTH, same way THH, then THT, and the last one TTT. So you can see here all the possible outcomes we have listed, and Altogether, there are 8 possible outcomes. So, when you take the experiment of tossing of coin, you came to know that if you toss one coin, there are 2 possible outcomes, and the sample space is H, T. When you are tossing 2 coins or simultaneously, the number of possible outcomes is 4, and the sample space is HT, TH, HH and TT. The number of possible outcome is 4 and the sample space is listed here. Similarly, when you have 3 coins, there are 8 possible outcomes. And secondly, let us discuss about throwing a die or throwing a dice. Suppose you have one die. What are the possible outcomes there, or what is the sample space is? There are numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Any of these numbers can turn up in a single throw of a die. And now, suppose you are playing with 2 dice. What are the possible outcome is, how to list the outcomes is, let the first coin show 1 throughout. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. That is the first set. Now 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 3, 5 and 3, 6. Then 4, 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 5, 1, 5, 2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 1, 6, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6. Now, when you look into the possible outcomes here the number of possible outcomes is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here the number of possible outcomes is 1. That means each row when you take, there are 6. So that means there are total 6 sixes are 36 possible outcomes. So when you play with a single die, the number of possible outcome is 6, and when you play with 2 dice at the same time, the number of possible outcome is 36. The next experiment you have to learn about is about the deck of cards. When you study the cards, you can see there are 4 suit of 13 cards, and the symbols are named as clubs, spade, diamond, hearts. So clubs will have 13 cards, spade 13, diamond 13, hearts 13. Therefore, a total of number of possible outcome is 52. 13 into 4, number of possible outcome is equal to 13 into 2, 13 into 4, 52. So whenever you are playing with the deck of cards, the number of possible outcomes or the total number of outcome is any of these 52 cards. Out of any of these 52 cards, the event can happen. And now clubs and spade Both clubs and spade are black in color, and diamond and hearts are red in color. That is, there is a total of 26 black cards and a total of 26 red cards. And now, what are the numbers printed on it? You can see the order of these 13 cards as all of them will have A's, then 2. The written part will be A. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. After 10, you can see Jack, you can see Queen and King. The total 4 suits will have altogether 12 cards of Jack, Queen and King, and these cards will have faces printed on it. So these cards are called as face cards. So each suit will have 3 face cards, which shows that the total number of face cards is equal to 3 into 4, which is equal to. After discussing about the experiments, the various experiments and the outcome and sample space, let us go in detail what is the meaning of an event. An event is an occurrence, that means any subset of a sample space. Imagine you are tossing a coin. If you are tossing a coin, occurring a head is an event. Same way, occurring of a tail is also an event. So, suppose the mentioned event is find the probability of head. Find the probability of head in a single toss of a coin. So the probability of occurring a head is an event asked in the question. So probability of that event is the same as number of outcomes favorable to this event upon the total number of possible outcomes. To understand this number of outcomes favorable to an event, we should know the sample space of tossing of one coin. The sample space is only heads or tail. And the event which is asked here is the probability of a head. Out of this 2, the probability of head is only 1. That is, the probability of the event is 1 divided by the number of possible outcome is 2. That is, the probability of an event is always number of outcomes which are favorable to the event divided by the total number of possible outcomes. Let's take an example of playing with the dice for making the idea very clear about an event. If you play or if you just throw a dice, the sample space is, or what all numbers which can turn up are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And now the occurrence of an even number, occurrence of an even number, odd number, prime number, etc. Such occurrences are all turned as an event in this particular experiment. So let the question be, find the probability of a number less than 4. what is the probability of a number less than 4 is the question. So, according to the sample space here, the number of outcomes favorable to the event is, favorable to this event of a number less than 4 is 1, 2, 3. That means there are 3 possible outcomes. And what is the total possible outcome here? The total number of possible outcome is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the probability of this event is number of favorable outcomes by number of possible outcomes, which is the same as 3 divided by 6, or it is a fraction 1 by 2. Similarly, suppose the question is, the event is find the probability of an even number. The even numbers are 2, 4, 6. There are 3 even numbers. So the number of favorable outcomes is 3. The possible outcome is 6. The probability of that event is number of favorable outcome by number of possible outcomes, that is 3 by 6, which is equal to 1 by 2. Let's discuss about what is a sure event and what is an impossible event. Suppose in an experiment, any event is sure to happen. The example is find the probability in a single throw of a dice. Find the probability of an even number. Find the probability of an odd number. These are all events which are definitely sure to happen, or such an event which is sure to happen, an event which is sure to happen in an experiment, or a result is sure to happen in an experiment, is called as a sure event, and the probability of a sure event is always 1. Similarly, an event which is not going to happen, or in an experiment as per the event the result are not possible, such an event is called an impossible event. As an example, in a single throw of a die, what is the probability of a number greater than 6, or what is the probability of a number below 1? These are all the events which cannot happen. So an event which is not possible is called as an impossible event. If it's not possible in an experiment, it's called as an impossible event, and the probability of an impossible event is 0. That is, the probability of an event will always lie between the impossible event and a sure event, or the probability of any event will lie between 0 and 1.